What's up? My name is Rox, and today I'm going to tell you about the first 100 days of building my startup live on Twitch. We don't have that much time to go through it, and we have legal battles, nightmare tech issues, and over 600 hours of streaming to talk about, so let's get into it. All right, first off, business stats. So, I have started exactly one business. I have been in roughly 3 legal battles since I started it. I've committed to get 103 times. I've tried 4 different cloud platforms, all unsuccessfully. I've had 3 new project ideas that I haven't even touched yet. I've had 29 beta users try out the app. We got almost 1,600 unique website visitors. We've generated over 51,000 views on TikTok. We've got 5 competitors that we found out about, and we generated like $20 in revenue. But my stream has been going for over 642 hours in the past 100 days. I don't even want to do the math on how much I've streamed per day. My stream has grown over 50%, gaining 1,335 followers in the past 100 days. My average over the last 30 days is 41 viewers, which is crazy, and I've gained about 3 sponsorships. So what is the project? The project is Clipbot.tv. What is Clipbot? Clipbot is the way to grow your stream in your sleep. While you sleep, Clipbot finds all of the clips and highlights from your Twitch stream and posts them on TikTok for you. You don't have to do anything. It's amazing, it's wonderful, and makes you really happy and grows your stream, since Twitch discoverability is really hard otherwise. I could tell you a lot more about this, but we don't have time. Moving on. So, big tech battles. Let's get into it. We have been in roughly 3 big tech battles, starting with, of course, TikTok. As you might guess, the name of the app is currently Clipbot.tv. Originally, it was called Twitch to TikTok, which led to this wonderful message on Twitter from one of the guys from the landing page builder site that I use, who said roughly, "Hey, AWS keeps telling us that your website is not allowed, so you should change it or we'll take down your website." So anyway, we're Clipbot.tv now, and we don't get any more emails from TikTok. Hooray! All right, number 2, Google. In order to do code signing, which we'll talk about later, I had to get listed on Google My Business. But apparently in Google My Business, you need to have an address that you can actually see people at, which is unnecessary and complicated, so I didn't do that. So I couldn't get a Google My Business record, which comes back later and gets really upsetting. Finally, YouTube. We tried to implement YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts are those short vertical videos that you can play on YouTube, and so we thought, oh, hey, we're uploading to TikTok with vertical videos. We might as well upload there too. Except that their API only allows you to upload roughly 6 videos a day across everything. So that makes it kind of really hard to do anything. So we were like, hey, I'm gonna need about like 300 times the credits. And they said, no. Well, they didn't say no, but they said, do all of these things for us. So here's a bunch of pictures I sent them of my very real UI that definitely works, and here's a bunch of their complaints. We're currently working through these, but that's a lot of stuff that we've been dealing with. All right, code signing. So, you know how sometimes when you install something on your computer, Windows is like, hey, that's sketchy and gonna mine Bitcoin on your computer, don't use it. Well, it turns out, in order to make it not say that, you need to legally register a business, fill out a bunch of forms, and get listed on Google My Business, which is really hard and really annoying, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, and I am the most upset I've ever been about anything, but we're gonna try and do it. So the first thing we had to do was start a business. So I used a UPS mailbox, which is supposed to be a business address, because I live in Thailand, but my business is in the U.S. and I don't live there. So now I live there. And this costs about $250 for a year. Then I went through Stripe Atlas to actually incorporate the business. This also costs $500, unless you find a discount, which I would recommend Googling, and you can get it for about $250. And then finally, with both of these things, I still needed to list my business somewhere. Google My Business was not working, so we had to go through DNB, which also had an error when trying to find my business. So I'm currently trying to get a DNB number so I can get my code signing filled out so that I can run my app without getting this pop-up. Great, cool. Let's talk about technical nightmares, because I've had so many of them and I'm so behind. Okay, number 1, I hate clouds. I've tried 4 different cloud providers and none of them worked for the TikTok upload. So what did we do? We went with a desktop app instead. Now we're using Electron, but not the physics kind. Electron is the thing that lets you do web development, but pretend it's like regular development with JavaScript and everything. So this is a thing that I used because I had heard of it. And people come into my stream all the time and they're like, why'd you choose Electron over this other thing or this other thing? The answer is, this is the only one I've heard of, okay? I didn't know any of the other names. It's too late now. Move on. All right, next struggle. Crash reporting is like asking my mom why my code crashed. Holy crap, if you think your errors are bad, okay, you know, like reference errors, right? Normally it's just like, oh, hey, you forgot to define this. When you do it in a desktop app, everything just blows up with no error. And so I had to implement something called Sentry, which takes forever and is very difficult. It's really good software, but it was so annoying. And so figuring out how to do crash reports probably took me a week in and of itself. And that's just to figure out why my stuff doesn't work. I had to spend a week creating better error logic so I could get better errors to figure out what was broken a week ago. It wasn't fun, all right, but we did it. And then finally, flying is somehow harder with a Copilot. Some of you might be familiar with GitHub Copilot, that thing that's AI that's gonna take all our jobs. Let me tell you, it gives you more errors than features, okay? I can confirm this. I've used it too much to the point where the meme is now that Copilot is the real developer of this project, not me, and it's good, but it's not that good. And if you rely on it too much, you will regret it. All I'm gonna say is, holy shit, use TypeScript. All right, moving on. Let's talk about every feature I've actually built. I'm so far behind already, but we're gonna try it. Okay, so everything that Clipbot can currently do. Let's go. Number 1, automatic upload. All right, this is Clipbot. Great. So what Clipbot does is it automatically updates things, right? So the last upload that happened was at 2:41 p.m. and the next upload will be while I'm sleeping. It automatically finds your clips and uploads them for you. You don't even have to pay attention to it. Feature number 2, clip hotkey. I am currently live streaming the recording of this video just so that I can prove this to you. So if I hit Shift plus F10 right now, that's going to create a clip. And it's also going to ironically hit this button. Don't even think about that. And now I can look at that clip. And look, it's going to be me on Twitch saying that just now. Oh my God, who would have guessed? All right, now that'll get uploaded to TikTok later. It's gonna be a really bad video. I should probably delete that. But this way, when you're playing video games, you can just click a button whenever you want to. Awesome. All right, next, tutorials. I recorded a tutorial that's just a video of me talking like this at the screen for basically everything in my app because I was like, holy crap, users are drunk. They don't understand anything. How do I explain this to them? Everything takes 60 seconds. I'm just gonna let them know. So we just recorded like 60-second videos of me talking, probably to the same song, honestly, and it's just a little YouTube video embed, basically, and there's 6 of those. Great. Okay, we've got changing title and skipping the clip. Okay, if you want to change the title of this clip, like this one's called "Wow, this guy sure is cool," because I am, but we can instead name it to "Wow, this guy is super attractive and muscular." Okay, now this is a requested feature. We just hit enter. Now that changes our title. Now if I actually decide, wow, I mean, I sure am attractive and muscular, but this is probably not the clip I want, I could go ahead and hit skip this clip and it'll default the title to the next thing, but I can still change the title later to like super cool dude does stuff. Boom, and now that's changed. And so whenever that gets updated, it'll do that. All right, we've got bug reports. If something goes wrong, you can click this bug report problem and go like, Jesus Christ, this software is trash, and then it'll, ideally you would spell it better, and then it'll send a bug report, which will grab all of the logging that's happened, and it'll just send it all to me, and that's literally an email. This is literally running through like Node Mailer, Node.js, like very, very, very basic crap before I had Sentry, and that'll just send all of your data to me. Nothing scary though, just reasonable data. Okay, we have a free plan. Okay, so this is a really big deal, right? Most startups, you don't want a free plan because a free plan just means you're giving away stuff, but for me, I can enforce that all of your TikToks say made with Clipbot. So I'm giving this out for free to small streamers below 1,000 followers, and they can just upload as many as they want forever until they break 1,000 followers. And that way, I actually get more free marketing because their TikToks, those 51,000 views, all have the word Clipbot on them. Great. I also implemented licensing. For this, I use something called Crypto Lens. I can't really show this off super well, but when you try and use Clipbot, it'll ask you if you have a license. If you're a small streamer, you'll get a free license up to 1,000 followers, but otherwise, this is how I charge for it, because it's a desktop app, and you can just hack my stuff, and please don't, but you could, right? And then finally, vertical videos. This is probably one of the coolest things that we did. So you can actually crop your videos, so you can select where the camera is, right? And then you can select where the actual gameplay is, hit done, and then if you turn on vertical video, when this gets uploaded, it'll actually have your camera at the top and the rest at the bottom, so it'll look like a mobile video, which is a very, very, very heavily requested feature on Clipbot. Okay, that's it. That's everything. That absolutely was not 6 minutes, holy shit. But there's so much that I've done. This is 100 days in maybe 100 10 minutes. There's zeros in there and a 1. It counts. Look, if you want to ask me anything about this, if you want to keep updated, I'm going to try and do more stuff like this, shorter vlogs every day, but come hang out with me on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.